Claude Code has been gaining so much momentum in how companies are using it to automate their operations, and it's starting to become a necessity in learning how to use Claude Code in the industry. For example, some companies have used Claude Code to automate their DevOps tasks. And all this is possible because Claude Code isn't just a code editing tool, but the scope is much greater than that due to Anthropic's vision in how Claude Code can be used. Now, you might be wondering, I have a lot of different tasks that I do in my job. How will knowing Claude Code benefit me? It's quite common to think that the use case of Claude Code only applies to coding related tasks, but because Claude Code is built to run directly in your terminal, the scope of what it can do is significantly more, which is why Claude Code is starting to take more and more responsibilities in an organization. One unique characteristic of Claude Code is how similar it feels to UNIX commands. For example, just like simple terminal commands like ls, grep, and cat, which are commonly used in Unix systems, Claude Code also runs similarly directly in the terminal by typing Claude with following arguments. For instance, just like how in Linux, when you enter echo hello world, the terminal will respond with a hello world message. And just like that, you can spawn new tasks with Claude by running a command like Claude add a new feature here in the terminal. Additionally, just like any other Unix command, you can also stack Claude Code's commands with other Linux commands to get a more comprehensive task done. For instance, entering the command cat data.txt pipe claude-p analyze this file, report.txt will do exactly what you think. It will first print the contents inside the data.txt file, which gets read into as an input for the subsequent task, which is Claude Code's command. Then the task instruction to analyze the file will then run by Claude Code, which will eventually be outputted to a file named report.txt. All of this can be chained together into a single line command. So as you can imagine, the use cases for this can grow extremely fast for not only software developers, but also system administrators and DevOps. Anthropic markets Claude Code as a pair programmer, but the features they included in Claude Code just simply extend all the way beyond programming. On one extreme, some people may use Claude Code as a vibe coding tool where Claude Code takes the driver's seat in coding, while others may use Claude Code as a background agent that performs system maintenance and administration tasks. And on the other extreme, Claude Code is being utilized as a full-on agent. You might have different use cases and requirements, but learning how to use Claude Code can drastically improve your innate skills to automate and improve your output. For example, if you're looking to use Claude Code as a productivity tool, learning how to use subagents, GitHub Actions, MCP, custom slash commands, and hooks in Claude Code can be super beneficial. And if you are using Claude Code for coding, learning how to use tasks, MCP, and subagents can help you write code, test, format, and refactor your codebase. And if your goal is to include Claude Code directly into system administrative tasks or even DevOps tasks, learning how to use all terminal commands in Claude Code like stream output, pipe output, task sessions, custom slash commands, and hooks can directly add benefits in that. And even if you are trying to use Claude Code as a vibe coding tool, learning about conversation, session, and tasks in Claude Code can help you get things done really well. Claude Code also has Claude Code SDK, which allows Claude to be used like a library directly inside TypeScript and Python frameworks. For example, after running the pip install Claude Code SDK command, you can import Claude Code SDK class to your Python application called Claude Code directly in the source code. As mentioned earlier, some companies use Claude Code as a full-on agent, and this is largely possible by leveraging Claude Code SDK that allows companies to develop their own software that encapsulates Claude Code's feature as an agent. Workflow automation is another huge use case of Claude Code by leveraging combinations of features like subagents, tools, and hooks. For example, subagent allows Claude Code to run an atomic task with its own context window. This can be highly beneficial for workflows that involve multiple unrelated tasks or distinct responsibilities like code reviews and documentations. Learning how to use tools is an incredible asset to have when you're trying to use Claude Code for workflow automation, because you start to understand what kind of tools that are available inside Claude Code. And finally, using hooks in Claude Code adds an incredible control over what happens before and after any task gets done in Claude Code. As more and more enterprises adopt agents and task automation into their business practice, Claude Code is starting to become a critical piece in the industry, and learning how to use and deploy applications that rely on Claude Code will bring a lot of value in adopting AI directly into your environment. Now that we covered conceptual elements of Claude Code, let's look at how it looks like on a practical level. To better understand this, we can look over at this lab specifically geared towards how to use Claude Code. What you're seeing on screen is something that you can run on your own, but the lab gives you guided challenges that help you learn by actually solving problems, and that's the best way to learn anything. So let's start with the setup. First, make sure that Claude Code is installed and working. In your terminal, just run the Claude command with the version flag. If it returns a version number, you're good to go. Next, we switch over to the Snake Game project. Change into the Snake Game directory. This is where all the magic's gonna happen. Now we want to launch the game. Start a simple Python HTTP server on port 5000. You can access port 5000 by going to the top right corner of the screen, selecting the options, and selecting the view port option. You should see the classic Snake Game running there. Now let's understand how the code behind this game actually works. Open a new terminal tab, make sure to keep the server running in the background, and go back to the Snake Game folder. Then just talk to Claude. Ask it to explain what the Snake Game project does and how it's structured. Claude will take a look at the code and break everything down for you. How the rendering is done with HTML5 canvas, how the game loop works, how the snake moves, detects collisions, spawns food, and how scoring happens. Next, we give Claude a bit of memory. There's a special file called claude.md that holds all the project context. Start by copying the template version over to your project directory and open it up and edit it to include important details about the game, how the game works, the architecture, your coding standards, and so on. Think of this as Claude's cheat code. Once it's there, Claude will remember all this stuff across different sessions, which is super helpful. Now we start enhancing the game. First up, let's add a score display. The game tracks your score, but it doesn't show it on the screen. Tell Claude to add a visible score display at the top of the canvas. Claude will locate where the score is being tracked in the code, inject the HTML and CSS to show it, and hook everything up so that the score updates in real time. It even styles it neatly and double checks with you before saving. Once you approve it, refresh your game in the browser and boom, score display added. Let's take it up a notch. Will now make the game get harder as you progress. Ask Claude to gradually increase the snake's speed every time your score increases by 5 points. Say 10% faster each time. Claude will find timing mechanism inside the game loop, modify it based on the score, and make sure the transition feels smooth but still fun. Again, all you need to do is approve the changes and test it out. And finally, if you want to explore more and try out more advanced features, just start an interactive Claude session by typing the Claude command with no flags. Once you're in, you can chat back and forth to do all kind of things, like adding a game over screen, implementing a pause button, and more. It's all conversational. Alright, I'll leave the rest of the lab for you to try out. There are challenges around fixing bugs, adding power-ups, improving visuals, implementing a high score system, and even making the game mobile friendly. For more quality AI hands-on learning, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.